Hey everyone, we are back. Bob Dulles here, he's running out of time. Let's head north though, because we have an ether current to find, and we have to go meet with the Qalyana. So, while you were away to engage, we managed to take back this giant bridge over here. You can kind of see the building. It's it's like a tower built over a bridge. We took that back. Oh yeah, we definitely can't get up here from down there because it's like a big wall here preventing us from getting up here. All right, that makes sense. And in fleeing, they decided the Empire decided to take prisoner one of the daughters of their allies to ensure that they don't betray them while they fled. Which only led them to betraying them as they fled because they killed said daughter. The Ananta decided, oh shit, I'm very sad about this. I'm summoning a Primal. I'm doing pretty good. Janan Kot, the path leads to an entrance above. Within is an aetherite. You must use it to enter. Understood. With me, everyone. I'd like to point out to you that the three of you aren't immune to primal influence. Why the fuck are you going? There's someone in the novice chat named Intercourse Haver. Okay. I foresee someone reporting that name eventually. Not that I would report that name. So ridiculous, and I love it. This bitch gonna aggro against me? Or she didn't, but she probably will. Well, she didn't. I'm surprised. Where's the ether current? I'm actually surprised none of those ones aggroed me. She probably will as I try to leave after picking up the ether current, but... Alright, so there should be no more in the area we need. Yeah, you did not detect any more. Cool. Oh, that's a pretty aetherite. Look at that. The Janan aetherite. So we are attuning to it. And off we go. And here's our goddess. Glad they appeared in there already kneeling.
Why, mistress? Why does my Anamika slumber still?
Look thee on her face, supplicant. Thy prayer hath been answered. Flesh sundered hath been made whole. Blood spilt runneth through her veins. Breath stolen filleth her breast.
But she hears not her mother's words, nor sees her mother's face. She's silent and empty.
Only the vessel may be remade, not so the flame which flickered within. Her soul hath been scattered to the four winds.
Now do you see her promises for what they are?
Alisaie, have you gone mad?
Mayhap I have, but I refuse to stand by and watch yet another tragedy unfold.
Who intrudes upon this sacred ground? Imperials, thirsting for blood!
No! We come not to shed blood, but to save you from the false god who would lead you astray. I understand how you feel. I do. You loved her with all your heart, but when the moment came, you still couldn't save her. The anguish, the anger, I know it only too well. But I also know where this path leads. To embrace a primal is to condemn yourself to an endless cycle of despair. You will never know peace.
A worm-eaten heart may find peace and serenity in service, in beauty and grace. This hath ever been my promise. Naught else.
You tempt them with visions of things that can never be and leave them bereft and wanting. No illusion, however sweet, can change the fact that your daughter is gone. Remember her as she was. Do not suffer this piteous shade to tarnish her memory.
For every prayer that Primal answers, it'll demand payment in kind. Do you have any idea how many more Ananta will die to feed its hunger for crystals?
They would have thee suffer man's spite and live in fear. Far better to dwell in my beauteous dream than endure so ugly a reality.
She's wrong! We hate the Empire as much as you, if you just listen!
Poor misguided children. I would spare you the torments of this cruel and misshapen world. Come, bask in my radiance. Let it fill your hearts and free you from your burdens. Abide in misery then, fools. The Ananta are more deserving of my blessing. Leave these lands and my dreamers be. I will not warn you a second time.
I wonder if her arm ever gets tired. I know I was stupid and foolish, but I had to try, Miro. I had to. I had to try, and I failed. So you have to fight. There is no other way. I'll wake them from the dream. Never stop trying. Primals cannot be suffered to live, you know this. Never stop trying. It means a lot to hear you say that. It does. But it doesn't make it any easier to have you have to ask you to face that thing. We can but do which is within our power. Lise, Alphino, and I will go to and seize their crystal stores. This will not happen again. And you, when it is finished, we will be waiting for you. Emanation now accessible. Perfect. Alright, so let's read the description of this one. Upon witnessing her daughter's death at the hands of Fordola and her skulls, the Qalyana broodmother cried out to the heavens in despair, and a primal answered. Sri Lakshmi, patron deity of the Ananta, came forth from the ether, and the Imperials were put to flight. Alas, the tales did not end there, and for now the Qalyana demand that the Vira come and pay tribute to the goddess, and so it falls to you and your comrades to journey onto the Qalyana stronghold of Janankat and put an end to Sri Lakshmi's dream. This is not Dawn Trail. This is Stormblood. Yeah. So, guys, we are going to queue for Emanation. Okay. I don't know how long this is actually going to be. There might be more time here, so we'll sit and chat while we wait. YouTube, you're going to have a slight cut here, but as usual, we're going to pause and we'll come back when the queue pops. Hey everyone, we're back. Let's get into Emanation. Yep, she's got her own boss music.
Decriers, defilers. Open your hearts to me.
That person went off the edge. I'm sure that wasn't the plan. Maybe it was. This is gonna go on me, isn't it? It didn't. I'm surprised. Oh man, I gotta get this car up in time. Nope. Alright, better use our frill or die.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
Muckers.
I shall free you from your hate.
What if I want my hate though? Like, what if I don't feel like I need to be freed from it?
Surrender to bliss.
Dude, put it at the end. What the fuck?
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
Fucking rude. Why did they overlap us? Hey, they're stacking behind the boss. Let's overlap them with that. Not that it matter. We got enough time to move, but still.
Your souls are stained.
That's on me. Sick. Hall of Light.
I shall free you from your hate.
I'm kind of surprised it's not picking me for any. Oh wait. All right, guys, we did it.
You did it again. You saved them. I just wish I could have been more help. So, it looks like the Ananta did have a mountain of crystals after all. Like every other tribe. Gods were all such slaves to our weaknesses.
You slew our mistress! She was our hope! Our salvation! Is there no end to your cruelty?
Listen to me, please. I know that you're only trying to protect yourselves because you feel frightened and alone. But that's how we all feel. Don't you see? If we could just turn to each other for help instead of the gods, I'm sure we could find a way to live in peace. Your crystals are important to you, aren't they? Reflections of your souls, right? Well, you shouldn't have to sacrifice something so precious to a primal.
Who are you to question our choice? You who fight without fear? We wish only to live in peace. And if this be the price we must pay, then so be it!
I know there's nothing I can say to convince you. But I hope that one day you look back and see we only ever wanted the same thing.
Begone, damn you! Spare me your hollow words. and leave me to mourn.
I'll go. But it doesn't mean I'm giving up. Girabania is our home too. And one way or another, we're going to have to learn to live together. Come on. Alphino and Alize are waiting.
Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo.
Ah, the savage returns, and with her tail firmly between her legs, beaten by beastmen, I hear.
It was a shameful display, by all accounts. She may have curried the Viceroy's favor with her bold promises, but in the end, she's just another plodding bungler like the rest of her kind.
Strange. You would think him a better judge of character. Then again, I hear she's not averse to a more physical mode of persuasion.
I thought she rose through the ranks rather quickly, but no longer. If only she had been content with her lot, she might have lived to see the morrow.
Fedolorem Lupus. Commander of the Crania Lupi, reporting as ordered.
Why do you tremble so? Could it be that the Empire's butcher is afraid? That she who walks with death is terrified of her own?
I'm terrified of dying having achieved naught. Gladly would I give my life to win a great victory on the battlefield, had I but the strength.
Alas, you do not. Indeed, you are weak. And born of this weakness is a blind fervor, a raging inferno which threatens to consume not only you, but everyone around you.
Yes, my lord.
You were defeated by the Resistance on several occasions. You misjudged the Ananta and spurred them into summoning an icon. Have you anything to say?
I do not, my lord. My failures are my own. I am prepared to accept your judgment.
And that is very admirable. However, I've had enough of this dumb show. Give voice to that hunger I see in your eyes, or I will pluck them from your head.
I want... I want to make them pay! All of them! Everyone who ever mocked or looked down on me! I want the power to make them pay!
Very well. Then I shall give you a chance. A chance to transcend your mortal limits. Assuming, that is, you are prepared to wager your life for such power.
Transcend, my lord. I came here prepared to die. Tell me what I must do.
Tell her what she must do. Alright. I wish I could have left on better terms, but that was never going to happen. It could only be a problem if they got their hands on more crystals, though. Never mind, we'll deal with that when the time comes. Alright, so we don't need any of these earrings, because they're earrings. Hey, look, they're gonna give us some shore log and a ether current. You have done us a great service this day. Long shall my sisters sing the praises of the Icon Slayer. Let us bear word of them to Sri Lakshmi's paths. Come, friends, to Viranilia. Alright. So yeah, that was Sri Lakshmi. What'd you guys think of her boss theme? I kind of like it because it's quite a bit different than anything we've heard in the game thus far. So it was nice to have that change, right? Actually, Susano's theme was also quite a bit different. It was a nice change overall on both fronts. The winds whispered of your success, and your eyes confirmed their testimony. The Lady of Bliss no longer holds our Qalyana sisters in her thrall. For this, we thank you. No, they're actually still in her thrall. Miro did the deed. We were but witnesses to her heroism. However, I fear this is only the beginning, for there is no cure for that which drives the desperate to beseech the gods for salvation. Should they wish to use their crystals to summon Sri Lakshmi again, naught can be done to stop them. We ignore our sisters' plight at our peril. This we know. We shall endeavor to show them another path, so that the day you speak of never comes. We're all in this together, Alamegans and Ananta. We understand that. Hopefully, in time, they will too. You and yours will ever be friends of the Vira. On that, you have my word. We should be getting back to the Peering Stones. Thank you again, Sirisha, for everything. Okay, so I don't think we have any reason to go over here, so I'm just going to teleport back up. This will be one of the 3 quests for Ether Current as well. We can turn that in while we're here. You're back! Do those bags contain what I think they do? Here you go. Perhaps it is better not to ask how a 10-tons dinosaur could fit into this sack. Wow, you really did it! Not that I didn't think you could. Mind you, it's been so long since anyone here's had the guts to contend with those beasts. You can be sure we'll make good use of them. Their meat for rations is a given, but their horns and bones will make good tools, and their hides can make belts and boots. Did you know that Teleoceras isn't even native to these lands? The Guardians used them for carrying freight, but the Sods couldn't keep them under control. A few of them escaped into the wild, started breeding, and here we are. I guess you could say it's a blessing in disguise. If they hadn't brought the Teleoceras here, we'd have one less source of meat and materials fashioning our tools. How is she going to transcend? Good question. Good question. Welcome back. Comrade and Marshal Tarpon came to render aid, but I hear that won't be necessary. It won't. Sri Lakshmi's gone, but I should probably start at the beginning. Incredible. I don't know what to say. If you hadn't been there to stop her, who knows where it would have ended. You've saved a lot of lives, Mero. Take pride in that. It must be said that this is something of an unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by a tribute as a whole. Indeed, there are several aspects of this incident which bear further investigation. In any event, the Qalyana supply of crystals must remain limited for the foreseeable future. The ambient ether levels closely observed. Understood. The Alliance will consult with the Resistance and the Vera on how best to enforce set restrictions. Thank you, Vice Marshal. To other matters then. What news of the Imperials? None, which itself is troubling. It seems as though the skulls and the remainder of the garrison have fully withdrawn into the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Veladena. Regardless of their reasons, our path is clear. Father has decided that it is time to advance east. Finally! He was also most emphatic that you be prepared or spared further duties for the present. You are to rest. It would not do for the Warrior of Light to collapse from exhaustion during the march. We may not be as strong or as quick as her, but we are soldiers nonetheless. We can deal with the Imperials. Aye, you've earned this respite, so enjoy it. And the same goes for you, Nago. You've been away from your family for too long. Don't deny it. As you say, sir. Thank you. We'll make the most of our time here. Alright, before we talk to Nago again, we're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. Got more FF14 for you.